What is up, Soul Fam? It's Sundial from Substance Over Style, and welcome to a new video. So I have a requested video for you guys today. One of you, I'm so sorry, but I really tried to find the original comment so that I can mention you personally, but I couldn't find it, and I couldn't remember which video it was on, but somebody requested a what I eat in a day video, and I know y'all like some practical ideas and inspiration and, you know, techniques on how to be vegan and how to maintain a vegan lifestyle, especially if you're traveling or you're a nomadic person like me. It's really super easy, especially when you're on the island of the goddess, which is one of the most vegan friendly places to be. So around the time that I was planning this video, I was actually synchronistically contacted by Zero Waste Bali, because I had tagged them in a couple of posts and I really love what they're doing. So I've partnered with them for this video, and they sent me a whole bunch of beautiful ingredients. So in this video I've got 3 meals, breakfast, lunch and dinner. Normally in a day I only have 2 meals because I practice intermittent fasting. So depending on whether I've woken up early, if I've woken up early, I'll have breakfast and lunch, and I'll have kind of a late lunch. If I've woken up late, then I'll have lunch and dinner, and it will be an early lunch. And I'll start my day with coffee, so I don't count that. Like, I'm not one of those people who's super dogmatic about intermittent fasting. I'm okay to have coffee. I have sugar in my coffee and soy milk as well. So I'm not one of these people that says that you have to completely fast or have 0 calories, or even just only consume, like, you know, the bulletproof coffee. I don't really like it. I just, you know, do what intuitively feels best for my body, and I feel like I'm more mentally alert when I haven't eaten breakfast too early in the day. So I will usually just start my day with a coffee and then work for a few hours before having my first meal. I will also insert pictures of my recent Polaroids, recent digitals, because I know that that's important to some people, to see portion size and what kind of size I'm maintaining. I'm able to maintain model size measurements, sample size measurements on this lifestyle, and I have done for at least 7 years, if not longer. I've been a model for 15 years, and I've been following this kind of eating plan for about 6 or 7 years. I'm not your typical runway, like, super skinny model. I'm more of a commercial body type, as you can see. I'm like healthy, athletic. So yeah, that's that. So now, without further ado, let's get into the video. So I will start my morning with coffee. This is actual footage of me looking extremely ropey first thing in the morning. So I will drink my coffee while reading. I'm reading Cyclomancy at the moment. And then after I do my morning routine, I will have either another coffee, or on this particular day, I was having matcha because I was on my period, or I think it was the last day of my period. So I don't want to be having too much coffee when I'm menstruating. So I am making a cup of matcha. I bought this matcha here in Bali, on Facebook Marketplace, I think it was actually. Somebody brought it over from Japan. And it's a really nice quality one to use for a matcha latte. So I just add this V-soy, which is a mix of different soy and sesame seeds, I think purple rice as well. And I also like to sweeten my coffee and my matcha, and I'm adding coconut nectar, which is a local liquid sweetener. And this is me enjoying my second cup of either coffee or matcha at my desk, and about to start the day. So generally, if I am having breakfast, if I've woken up really early, then we will start the day with a smoothie. or a smoothie bowl. We add 6 frozen bananas to a blender with a little bit of water, and we also add some oats. These oats are from Zero Waste Bali, and they've sent them to us in a reusable container, and this just bulks up the smoothie a little bit. We love to add dragon fruit as well. It adds a really beautiful color and also some much needed hydration and vitamins and minerals that purple dragon fruit has got an abundance of. So we just blend that up and add it to a bowl. And I'm going to be topping my smoothie bowl with this beautiful vanilla coconut granola from Zero Waste Bali, and just crumble that on top. We're going to add some coconut flakes, and also some cacao nibs, which come in this reused, repurposed jar. I like to top the smoothie bowl with some nut butter, so I'm using almond butter today. I also sometimes like cashew butter, whatever you can get your hands on, and then top the bowl with some fresh fruit. So here I'm using some bananas and also some of that juicy dragon fruit. And this is such a delicious meal to start the day. It's super sweet, but with no refined sugars whatsoever. All the sweetness just comes from pure, beautiful fruit and unrefined sugars. So the second meal that we might have in the day is we will always go to a local warung, and they have so many beautiful, amazing options, tons of vegan options as well. So we'll usually load up our plates here because it's so convenient, it's so delicious, it's so cheap as well. A plate of this size will costs around $2 to $3 for just a few of the different vegetable side dishes. They also do rice, but we always skip rice. So I'm getting fried potatoes, this beautiful chili tempeh, coconut tofu, sweet corn, jackfruit rendang, and then these beautiful fried peanut crackers that are available locally. And now, generally, I don't eat 3 meals in a day. As I said before, I will usually just have 2 meals. If I wake up later, then I will skip the smoothie bowl. And after the warung in the evening, we will prepare a meal which will either be a rice dish, a noodle dish, or today we're doing a salad. So all the veggies for this have been supplied by Zero Waste Bali, and I'm starting off by peeling and dicing a sweet potato, and I'm just going to steam that in a little bit of water, not too much. I'm adding this lettuce to a colander, and I'm going to wash it, make sure there's no little slugs and little bits of grit in it, and then roughly chop that lettuce, and that's going to be the base of my salad. Sometimes I prefer using kale, sometimes I use ricola, any type of greens will do. I don't like using iceberg lettuce. Today I'm also adding some red cabbage because I had some of that in the fridge. And I like to use that for stir fries as well. And, you know, 1 head of red cabbage just goes so far. I'm also adding some carrots. I love to spiralize my carrots. I don't have a spiralizer here in Bali. So I'm just using a peeler to make these beautiful ribbons of carrot that are really, really easy to eat, and they look great as well. So once the sweet potato is steamed, I'm going to add that to the salad, and that makes the salad really hearty and filling. Now, Zero Waste also do local tempeh. Tempeh is a fermented product. It's similar to tofu, but it's fermented instead of, you know, heavily processed in the way that tofu is. I also like tofu, and, you know, as you saw earlier, I enjoy that, and I think it's a good source of protein. So I'm just going to fry the tempeh in some coconut oil. I like using coconut oil because it has a much higher smoke point than other types of oils. Olive oil I tend to only use cold because it has a very low smoke point, so it kind of becomes toxic when you heat it. So once the tempeh is fried, I'll add that to the salad. Okay, so now I'm going to work on making a marinade for the coconut chips. I'm going to make some vegan bacon inspired bacon bits, but made out of coconut. They're not bacon, but they're seasoned in a similar way, so they're going to have a nice umami smoky flavor. So to create that, you need the full flavor profile. So for the umami, I'm adding coconut aminos. Coconut aminos are very similar to soy sauce, but instead of fermenting soybeans, they ferment coconut meat. And then for the sweet flavor profile, I'm adding coconut nectar, which is again a local liquid sweetener. And for the spice, I'm adding cayenne pepper. And I'm just going to mix all of that up, add the coconut chips, and stir that all together. And once that's been stirred through, I just want to also add just a tiny bit of coconut oil because I'm going to fry these. You can bake them if you prefer, if you've got access to a grill or an oven. If you prefer to bake them, they're also great baked. I don't have an oven where I'm staying in Bali at the moment, so I'm going to fry them in a pan. And once those are fried, you can just add them to the rest of the salad. Now I'm going to make a salad dressing, and again I'm combining all the different flavor profiles of fat, sweet, salty, umami and spicy. Oh, and also sour, which I forgot to film. So first off, I'm going to add some tahini to the dressing. And then the next thing that I add is coconut nectar, some olive oil. Like I said before, olive oil is best at lower temperatures. So it's great for salad dressings. And I'm also going to add some cayenne pepper, as well as some of those coconut aminos. Add some diced ginger and blend that up. And I also forgot to film adding apple cider vinegar, which adds the sour, but I added it later. So you'll see that the salad dressing that I pour onto this gorgeous rainbow salad has a much thinner consistency than in that clip that I just showed you. So there it is. That's a beautiful rainbow salad. I'm going to add the dressing to the top and bosh that. Job done. So that is what I eat in a day, guys. Okay, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it gives you lots of ideas for inspiration. Thank you for tuning in, those of you that stay till the end. Please go and show some love to Zero Waste Bali. You can follow their Instagram, and if you're in Bali, please consider supporting them and supporting the planet, because the concept that they are bringing is just such an amazing one, and it works for everyone. Like, their prices are so affordable. Like, they're not, they're a lot cheaper than actually buying big packets of stuff covered in plastic, and you can buy in very small quantities. They will give you whatever you want. Like, if you want to buy 100 grams of rice or quinoa or whatever, they'll just give it to you in a paper bag that can be used or recycled. If you don't have your own containers with you when you go there, you can take your own containers, of course. If you want to take any of the liquids or the oils or anything like that, and you don't have your own containers, they will usually have a supply of repurposed containers, which is how they delivered my stuff. They also do delivery on Gojek, the Gojek app. So if you're in Bali and you want to order from them, then they can actually come and collect your containers and return them back to you filled with whatever goodies you want to buy. So yeah, please show them some love, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, Sofam. One love.
You're introduced to LSD, and unless you've taken some other drug, like for instance, like marijuana or something, well, you know, it's an altogether new thing. And you actually can have a religious experience. And